Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so I'm in front of my laptop. That's why I'm gonna go ahead and take off my glasses because it's like showing a reflection. So today I am gonna be talking about recently with my pregnancy, the loss of my baby boy, and doing a mukbang as well. I went ahead and got Hooters. I kind of started already and then I was like, let me do something for YouTube real quick. So I have the wings. I got the original, I got it from Hooters, and this is the hot with some ranch. Then I also got some celery and a strawberry lemonade. So I'm gonna just put this like so and go ahead and dig in and kind of like tell y'all what's kind of like life update, what's been going on. So if you follow me on, stop what you're doing right now and subscribe to my channel. My channel is about beauty vlogs, makeup, lifestyle. I'm trying to get some pranks in there really soon, but right now I'm just working on just vlogs and y'all getting to know me. Sorry. So recently I was pregnant. You can see on my channel, you can look at those videos. Hold on, let me take a bite. Those ones are good. So I was pregnant with my first child, and unfortunately I had a stillbirth. He was 9.14 pounds and 23 inches, so he was a very big baby. I'll insert some photos of my belly and everything like that. I want to kind of tell you exactly how it happened. So as you know, obviously I'm at work right now, but I went ahead, and when I decided to get pregnant for my boyfriend, if you've been watching my channel, then you've seen him in my vlogs. When I originally got pregnant, I wasn't working at all. He was the main provider. I wanted to be like a stay-at-home girlfriend, stay-at-home mom, wife, whatever you want to call it. And that once we started like getting pregnant, of course problems came along, and so I decided to start working so I can have income and not solely rely on him being the main provider. Let me go ahead and take a bite. I'm not gonna lie, the breading on these wings is good. This is my first time ever trying Hooters ever. This is celery. And I use ranch. I don't like blue cheese. So I got a job working for my mom, and you know, so I started working, and then I eventually went ahead and moved out because we had prepared for the baby. We went ahead and got a 2-bedroom apartment because he was originally in a 1-bedroom apartment. And once we moved into the 2-bedroom apartment, you know, stuff started changing definitely for both of us. Stuff was getting a little bit more real. Arguments started happening, yada yada yada, whatever. So eventually I moved out, and I went ahead and moved back to my dad's place. And you know, I was just sleeping on the couch and, you know, basically making it work. I have no problem. I've always been a daddy's girl, and every time I was around my dad, I was able to actually calm down a little bit. So that was like a plus for me, like, you know, being pregnant or whatever, being emotional. Stop. Oh my God, I'm about to cry. I am so sorry, guys. I need to get this out. So me staying at my dad's house, my brother had moved in. So my oldest brother had moved in from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Shout out to my brother Bubba. He moved in, you know, so he was in originally my room, the big room, which is why I was sleeping on the sofa, which was totally fine. I eventually, you know, since I was working, I was able to like buy stuff, and I don't have any bills or anything like that. So, you know, I was like, every time a check came in, I was like spending it on like all I can't even like, because my hands are dirty. Hold on. Okay. Let me take a bite. Oh, Lord Jesus, help me into this story. It's good. I should have got 2 ranches. I'm one of those people that dip every single time. You know? Spreading is good. Okay, so job, I was buying like everything. I was like, every time I got paid, I was buying a whole bunch of shit for my baby, right? I was buying outfits, I was buying socks, I was buying bibs, I was buying hats, I was buying onesies, I was buying pants, I was buying shoes, blankets, Pampers, bathtubs, body wash, clean stuff to clean the bottle, stuff to sterilize the bottle, bottle warmers, all that stuff, right? Got the bed. My mama got me a bed for my baby, so shout out to my mama. Chantel Newman, if you want to get a home loan, come to me to get to her. Anyway, yeah, so we were like buying everything, well, I was like buying everything or whatever, and I was getting gifts in the mail, you know, packages coming through, and I had a bed, but I wanted to get a new bed. So, you know, like I bought my first bed I've ever bought, you know. It was like a king size bed too that I put together. It was good. It was good. So, unfortunately, while I was pregnant, going to work, yada yada yada, we ended up getting hit by a storm. flood actually just recently, and it flooded the whole house, and the bed got ruined, the baby bed, but I was able to pretty much save everything, because I put everything that was, you know, on the floor on my bed, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't have much decoration or anything up just yet because oh yeah, let me tell you. So I skipped a part. So whenever I got my bed in, I made a deal with my brother. Sorry about that. I heard somebody come in, so I get kind of like shy with speaking still. So I was like, turn off the camera real quick, whatever. So we got hit by a storm. I was able to salvage most of everything. Only thing I did lose was all my heel shoes. I used to work retail. For a couple of years. So I always wore heels, you know. I always wore like, because you can't help but buy stuff when you're working retail. You see what comes in. So this is like supposed to be a really quick video, but it's actually like taking longer than necessary. Okay, so I made a deal with my brother basically that whenever I get my bed in, then I'm gonna move back into my room because it's bigger and I need space for my baby bed, and he can move into one of the kids' rooms, you know, yada yada yada. It's a 4-bedroom house, let's make it work, right? And plus that was my room to begin with, so bye-bye. Anyway, so when we got flooded, my shit got fucked up, you know what I'm saying? I was able to salvage it though. I would just like make sure I had mildew spray and bleach, you know. It was just like the bottom of stuff. It wasn't like nothing, like it didn't touch the mattress, it didn't do nothing like that. Yeah, it didn't do nothing like that. And then and I lost all my heels because I used to work retail for a long time, because unfortunately my heels was in like a bin, right? And so whenever the water like filled up, it kind of like made the bin float and subsequently like flip over. So like there was like flood water all in my shoes and stuff like that. And I was like, I really want to salvage these shoes and stuff like that, but I was like, I'm thinking I should just like start the fuck over and just, you know, buy some new shoes and, you know, just start over. So fortunately I lost that, but everything else was fine. So since everything was flooded in the house, we were hold on, that's my her messaging me. My mom said she was checking on me. Hold on. Okay, so we were staying at a friend's house, and I was like really plotting to be able to very quickly get into, now mind you, at this time I'm like 6 or 7 months pregnant, right? So I'm big, fucking big. Like, this is my first pregnancy, you know, just hit by a storm. They had to come get us, like Cajun Ranger or something like that had to come through and pick us up in a boat, you know what I'm saying? We had like one backpack, and because like the house was flooded, like one backpack plus Petey in one hand, which is my pet chinchilla, in his little cage or whatever. And he's a pet chinchilla, so he can't fucking get wet. Like, he literally bathes in dust, volcano dust to be exact. So it's like I'm picking it up, you know, we're in the fucking boat, we're just like trying to get some dry land. I'm fucking 6-7 months pregnant, and I'm just like, ugh. this is too much, right? So I call my ex, which is my baby's father, and I'm just like, we were already kind of like texting, you know what I'm saying? But we wasn't like dating officially because, like, of course, when we broke up, I was just really focused on working and just relaxing with my pregnancy, and I felt like close at home with my dad and my brother being there. You know, I was able to kind of like, there was no arguing, you know, nothing like that. So we discussed it and moving in with him, moving back in with him. I moved back in, you know, we move all my shit in, you know, we clean the baby bed up, we clean the bed up, you know, we start organizing everything, you know, we started washing the baby clothes and dress. It smells so freaking good. I have like his socks right here, and it smells just like him. I know it sounds weird. Oh my god, it's starting to smell like freaking glaze. Let me put it in a different drawer. But yeah, like, look at these little tiny socks or whatever. Let me put this up before I start crying. Okay. So So I'm still kind of working a little bit, but it took maybe like a week or two for things to calm down for Beaumont because of the flood. So eventually I went ahead and pushed myself into maternity leave. Shout out to Texas Mortgage Associates, because the branch manager, CEO, the owner, they over there in Louisiana, because this is a different branch. The one in Louisiana, they sent me a $500 check because I was flooded, and you know, I had lost, you know, for losses, for flooded, for whatever I needed. And they definitely looked out for me, honestly, because I lost my home. They also gave me some baby stuff. They had gave me another baby. I literally had like 3 baby tubs, right? So I could like pick which one ever I want to use. If I wanted to leave one in my dad's house and have one with me and my boyfriend, and my mama get a bathtub so they can bathe. By the way, his name is Ernest Charles Ferguson III, and his nickname is Trey. So Trey had like everything he needed, you know. My baby father, he had bought some things, but not nearly as much stuff as I bought in the beginning, because I'm a first time mom, and he's already had a child, and so he was more better prepared than me or whatever. So let me get through this. I'm trying to get through this without crying so much. I swear it just hits you, man. It's just like a trigger, and it's like, fuck. Okay. So I move in, washing clothes, doing a damn thing, getting this shit started, right? Ernest is working. Ernest is a junior, which is my baby's father. And I'll call Ernest, which is my ex, and then Trey, which is my son. So Ernest is going to work, and me and Trey, of course, you know, we're at home, you know, we're chilling, we're watching movies, you know, we're bonding. I'm like, literally at the time, I am literally peeing every hour. Every single hour I am getting up to use the potty. I'm eating every 2 hours. Like, it is no joke. And pregnancy was so fun for me. Like, I had like little hiccups, like, oh my god, I feel stressed out, stuff like that, but not many at all. I was genuinely so happy to have a bond with my son while he was in my stomach. And so we're getting through it, right? So I'm going to the doctor, you know, they're saying everything's fine, you're good, you're about ready to pop. I'm like, yeah. So we're getting the baby bag together. We got 2 strollers, we got a crib, we got a dresser with all his clothes filled up. Like, everything is perfect. The only thing that wasn't perfect is me sleeping, but that don't matter. So I start having what I feel like is these contractions, and I'm just like, man, I mean, it was contractions. My body telling me that my baby was ready to come out. And so I'm like feeling these pains, and I'm just like, oh, I can't do it. End up messaging my mom. She was like, you're gonna count, and I was like, they're happening like every 30 minutes, you know, and then it started going to every 20 minutes, every 10 minutes. They were like 5 minutes apart. So Ernest was at work, and we called Ernest, and he was just like, well, are you sure this is before I leave the job? You know, whatever. And I was like, yeah, I think this is it. And he was like, all right, I'm gonna come home and I'll take you. And I was like, okay. So we pack up everything, thinking the car seat wasn't in the car. And I kept telling Ernest, I was like, you need to put the car seat. Like, we have 2 car seats. Like, pick one and put one in one of the car. And he was like, I'm gonna do it whenever, you know, whatever, And we went to the hospital. We didn't have a car seat. And, you know, usually you go to the hospital, you put the car seat in the back of the car because you expect to bring a baby home, right? And I'm just like, we don't think about it. We're just like, oh, you're gonna have the baby, you're gonna have time, you're gonna be staying in the hospital like 2 or 3 days. I can go back to the house and, you know, get the car seat. I'm like, okay, whatever. It's like the little things I'm noticing now, like, just wasn't clicking. So we go to the hospital, I get admitted in. I'm laying on the bed, I'm still having my contractions. So the nurse comes in, you know, to do the ultrasound to find a baby's heartbeat. They put this band around my stomach to monitor my contractions, which was really annoying. But lady comes in, she's like looking, and and it hurts. Because I'm like, she's pressing too fucking hard on my stomach. Like, it fucking hurts. Like, what are you doing? So I said, we can't find a heartbeat. But I'm like, come on, can you bring somebody else here that know what they're doing? Because, you know, we'll do it, whatever. So my original doctor that I was seeing at the office, she comes in and she tells me the news. She tells me that they can't detect a heartbeat. And he has unfortunately passed away. Okay? So by then, Ernest is there, and I've already, because I was talking to my mom about my contractions, so she was on the way to the hospital. Because she's like, we're about to have this baby, So she comes in, she's like, oh my God. You know, as soon as she say it, because it hits her faster than it hits me, you know? And I'm just like, what? Like, literally, like, what are you talking about? No. Like, what are you talking about? Like, are you talking about my child that I just prepared for? My first child. And I bought all this stuff for her. You know, I'm young. I've never had many responsibilities. Hell, I've never even, like, the only thing I paid was like a car note. And at the time, I wasn't even paying my phone bill. Ernest was paying my phone bill. My mom was crying. Ernest is not crying. Me and Ernest are not crying at all. And it was because, and we both agreed it takes us longer for stuff to hit us. You know, my grandfather passed away, and I was hurt. You know, but it really didn't. I love my grandpa with all my heart. Hell, the reason why my name is Honey because of him. You know, he used to feed me tablespoons of honey. You know, and I took that as like, you know, a special memory for me, you know? But anyway, lady told us that. So I'm just like, what? You know, nah. You know? And so I was like, can you check the ultrasound again? Because I don't think that lady knew what she was doing. She said, yeah, I can come in and I can do it again. You know? So that happens. Then I'll call my dad. My dad comes in and you can see the look on his sad. He's been crying. Can't. My mama's crying. Me and Ernest, I think I probably had bust out some waterworks, but I had cleared it up because something like that is like, that shit sits with you forever. So anyway, so we go to this Serenity room because I still have to birth him. You know what I'm saying? I still have to push him out and stuff like that. They're gonna give me, you know, basically what they said was, I had just went to the doctor 5 days prior to me giving birth, right? They said he was 6 pounds and so many ounces. 5 days before I gave birth. His birthday is October 16, 2019. 5 days before that, I had just went to the doctor. And they heard a heartbeat. So my baby passed away within those 5 days. With that being said, when I gave birth to Trey, he was 9 pounds and 23 inches. How do you gain so much weight within 5 days? They were obviously wrong about his size. You know? They didn't know. So, I'm in the Serenity room, about to give birth. Me and Ernest wasn't even talking because I was pissed off at him. Like, we wasn't talking at all. Like, he was just so distant from me. I stayed there like one day. They're giving me IVs. They're checking my contractions. They're doing all this type of stuff. And then finally they gave me the epidural, which made my legs like super fucking numb. It was time to push the baby out. Ernest was on the other side of the room. He wasn't even by me. My mom and my sister was there. A lot of people came by afterwards. Not a lot of people. I'm trying to push him out and I can't push him out. When I say it's so hard to push a baby out, it's so hard. I was drained. I was drugged up. I couldn't do it. They had to get another doctor in there. She was like pulling on my baby. She kept pulling on my baby. And I was exhausted. I was dead, basically. I was so numb. She was pulling him. She couldn't pull him out. She had to get another doctor in. The doctor cut me. He cut, like cut it bigger. So my vagina bigger so it can come out. So he can pull him out. This is my son I'm talking about. So I'm sorry and excuse me So he pulls him out, and he's a big baby. Before he pulled him out, I was able to see his head a little bit. He has so much fucking hair. So much hair. I said he was gorgeous. He was big. He was 9 pounds and 23 inches. He was a big baby that I made. My first baby that I made. He was perfect. When I say this boy was beautiful, oh my God. Okay. So, pulls him out, put him in the thing, and the doctor starts sewing me up. They sew me up. I'm like, I want to see my baby. I see him. His face is messed up because they saying that his skin started, like his first layer of skin, like his skin color started peeling off when he was inside of me, because he was dying and he was dead. So he was in me dead. So that was one thing. And then unfortunately his neck was dislocated. It had to be from when she was pulling on his head trying to get him out. I think once they figured out he was fucking dead, he didn't give a fuck. They didn't give a fuck. So he's pulling on his neck. And then nobody told me none of this stuff till after I was looking at him. His arm was dislocated as well. His arm was torn, so you could be able to see, like, not the bone, but the muscles, the veins, like, being torn, like flesh. You could see that underneath his arm. So his arm was fucked up. His neck was fucked up. His skin was fucked up, you know? His skull was cracked. I'm like, how do you skull? Like, not only did I lose my baby, now my baby is all fractured, basically. But he was still cute. I don't know if I'm gonna insert any photos in this video because I'm pretty sure nobody wants to see that type of stuff. But I don't know. He was big. His feet was big. His hands were big. His face was so chubby and so cute. He had hair. He had so good. He got his mama hair. He looks like me from up from right here. So yeah, but he was light skinned. He was, because Ernest is light skinned and my mom is light skinned. So, and you know, all that type of stuff. So we was able to see that he was gonna be like a yellow boy, basically. And I'm kind of like red, light skin, you know. So he was definitely way, way brighter than me. But he was gonna be tall. He was gonna be big. Fortunately, we wasn't able to see his eyes, because you know, once baby's born, his eyes gotta like get adjusted so you can see the eye color. But because Ernest has light brown eyes, and then all his family has pretty eyes, and then my mama has pretty eyes too. When I say pretty eyes, like light brown eyes. Dark brown eyes are pretty too, because I have dark brown eyes. But you know, just other pretty eyes. So we was able to stay in a Serenity room like 2 days, and we had to be able to call Calvary which is like a funeral service, to come pick up the baby, to figure out what we're gonna actually do with the baby. Well, how we're gonna bury, how we're gonna finish Trey's beginning and ending. So we had to call Calvary, and my family was able to come by and see him, except my dad and my brother. They never came to see him or anything like that. My mama was there. Anjali was there, my sister. His family came. His mom and his dad, because his name is Ernest as well. So it was like a senior, junior, and then Trey. So they was able to see him. And that's that. We went to Calvary. We actually decided to cremate Trey, because I wanted him to be cremated, because my papa was cremated, and that's just something that it seems like a tradition in my family. So I definitely wanted to continue that tradition and still be able to be by my son. So we go back home without Trey. I'm still on maternity leave because I have stitches and everything like that. And everybody is still, me and Ernest is numb. Ernest is more numb than me. I get emotional. Out of nowhere now. And it's like 3 weeks out. And Ernest is still, he'll get emotional. He'll want to talk about him, and we'll talk about him. And, he doesn't cry as much as I do, though. So I know that he's probably still holding it all in and stuff like that. So that's that. It sucks. Of course, me and Ernest started arguing again, and I ended up moving out. My dad ended up getting another place that was way better than the last place. So I ended up moving in. My room is not as big as the last one, but it's fine. I ended up moving back in with my dad. So anyway, that's the story. I mean, I don't know what else to say. What are you gonna do? Can't do nothing. But move on. I definitely want kids still. I actually want kids like ASAP right now. But my family is telling me that I need to wait. All that jazz. But yeah. So that's my story about my pregnancy. And I guess I can show you my stomach. Because I still gave birth to him that I did tear. But we fixed everything. I still have my line. I don't know if I want to show y'all my stomach. So I still wear my pregnancy pants. But yeah, so this is like what my body's looking like after the baby. I got a little booty now. And my milk is still here. So they haven't dried up just yet, as I've only been 3 weeks out. And So that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video, y'all, because it's draining. I want to get out of feeling sad. So if you like this video, make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, like any kind of questions at all, no matter how outrageous they are, just leave a comment below and I'll answer them. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And yeah, that's it. Bye guys.